All right, welcome to our Breath, Feelings, Essential Oils, and Meditation workshop event. I'm Aaron Lahman. And I'm excited for you to be here. This workshop should be 25 to 30 minutes long. And just going to share a few things that I'm learning. And this is probably my favorite workshop to teach. And so, just excited. Those of you who join live or after the fact, on Facebook, or if you're watching this on YouTube, if somebody shared this link with you, welcome to this workshop. I'm a 41-year-old who is passionate about body, mind, spirit wellness, about one day at a time, healing transformations, about staying curious at 41, just wanting to stay curious and open to learn new things and to learn new ways to live more freely, peacefully, lovingly, and healthily. And so, that's why I like teaching these classes and like being a part of the Living Well Now team and the Young Living world, because I, just feel like I have a lot of family members in that world that are also passionate about wellness transformations. So, on that note, let's dive in and with a disclaimer. First off, our Living Well Now community, the Young Living world, we're not ever here to say, do this, don't, do this, don't do this. We know the answer. At the end of the day, it is you making your decisions. Reach out to your doctor, reach out to your healthcare provider, find wellness supporters to walk alongside you. I am just speaking today from my own personal experience, and this workshop is just about education and about learning together. So thanks for joining me. All right, first off, so breath. No trees, no life. No ocean, no life. No desert sands, no life. No breath, no life. So this is a reminder for all of us, right? To marvel at these breaths that we oftentimes take for granted. So reconnecting to our breath has incredible health benefits, right? It has incredible physical health benefits. Reconnecting to our breath, breathing into our bellies, has incredible mental and emotional and energetic health benefits. So research continues to show the importance of taking time to breathe intentionally. So whether that's taking 60 seconds a day of just slowing it down, whether you're at work and you just want to pull out one of your favorite essential oils and just breathe for 30 seconds even. Or if you want to dive in deeper and start a breathwork practice and have some sort of a breathwork practice where you're really, really looking to just develop and show up for that breath. I went to a breathwork workshop in Amsterdam a few years ago, and it was, if you've heard of Wim Hof, if you haven't heard of Wim Hof, as I'm sharing about breath, WIMHOF is worth writing down. It's worth getting on YouTube and searching his name. He's a breathwork educator, and it's just incredible what he's teaching and sharing with the world. And continues, like a lot of the research that continues to come out is just showing how powerful our breath is. That the psychological and the behavioral support that breath and being intentional with breath work, it can increase comfort, relaxation, pleasantness, vigor and alertness, reducing symptoms of arousal, anxiety, depression, anger, and confusion. So this morning I woke up feeling a little overwhelmed, maybe just had a few too many things on my calendar. And then I was like, okay, let's take some deep breaths, buddy, to just reconnect, right? Because sometimes when our brains get firing, it can be very overwhelming. So how do I come back into my body, right? And into the moment, and then make decisions from that place, right? When I'm in overstimulated, right? And I'm sure you've been there like me, it's like instead of having one tab open on your Safari browser or on your Google browser, instead of having one tab open, you've got 49 tabs open. And that was me this morning, right? So when you have 49 tabs open, it can be a bit overwhelming, but if we could just shimmy it down and get to just focusing on one thing at a time. And I believe, and I know from personal experience, that breathing, slowing down and taking deep breaths can remind us all to come back into our bodies and back into the moment that we are living, right? And not be so focused on the 49 all at once, but come back into just, all right, what's one thing at a time? I think we all know the one thing at a time, one chore at a time, one task at a time, one checkbox at a time. We know that that's going to help us stay more peaceful and more calm throughout the day. Sometimes it's hard to live that way because of all the stimulation. So essential oils are an incredible reminder for us to reconnect to our breath. This is one of the reasons I will share and teach about essential oils and plants forever, is because it's an invitation and a reminder to reconnect to the earth, right? Because I'm breathing in plant essences. So it's reconnecting me to the earth. It's also reconnecting me to my breath and this beautiful exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, and like how that oxygen then oxygenates my organs and my blood and my joints and my body and my muscles, right? And also my mind. So this is one of the reasons I love essential oils when it comes to this breath journey we're on together. So moving on, Dr. Andrew Huberman has this incredible podcast, and he is a professor up at Stanford, and they're doing lots of amazing research. And he gives an example here. A physiological sigh is a deep nasal inhale, followed by a second brief nasal inhale, and then a full exhale via the mouth. So big inhale, a little inhale. So in through the nose. So it's 2 inhales through the nose and a big exhale out through the mouth. Sometimes when I'm taking some deep breaths, I like to breathe into different parts of my body. So sometimes I have given massages now for the last 15 years, and breath, and in the yoga world, when I was doing a yoga teacher training, so much of it's like without the breath, it's not really yoga, right? Without breath, the massage is just different, right? When we're intentional about our breathing while receiving a massage, the exchange, the experience is a whole other level, right? So if you haven't gotten a massage yet, right? But if you get a massage, just really be intentional as you're receiving that massage to follow that breath. And I like to follow that breath into the zones of tension, right? So my mid back has been a little challenging lately. So not only am I stretching more, right? And exercising less differently, right? To let it recover, I'm also breathing into that area, right? Holding spots and taking some deep breaths. So again, we're just showing up for our bodies, our minds, in powerful ways as we learn to breathe more intentionally and slow down to breathe. So moving on, feelings. I was raised by two counselors. So I was raised in this feelings world, emotions world. And what I continue to learn as I keep growing is to show up for the feelings, right? I am not going to be joyful all the time. Like I have sad moments. I have overwhelmed moments. I have angry moments. I mean, my mom just took her last breath in November. I no longer have my mom, who was a best friend after my wife, was literally my second best friend. I no longer have her to call anymore. So this last 2 months has been like some more other feelings of actually since her diagnosis, a lot of other feelings that I'm not as familiar with, showing up for have been popping up, right? I've been feeling way more like angry and just like, ugh, angry at just how this could happen. Why did this happen? Right. And this is a natural part of being a human, right? Is having these feelings show up. And so I just invite all of us to continue to show up for those feelings, not just the blissful ones, not just the happy ones, but also the other feelings, the sad, the withdrawn, the exhausted, the disgusted, right? Showing up for those feelings, figuring out where they come from, right? Showing up and like investigating. I think like when feelings pop up, what are they showing up for? Are they here to like teach us something? Maybe they're inviting me and saying, "Hey, you need to book another therapy appointment. You need to talk through this, Aaron." Maybe that's why that feeling's popping up. If it's a repetitive feeling, maybe I need to shift a habit, right? Maybe I'm looking at my screen too much throughout the day. Maybe I'm watching TV before bed too much, right? So maybe a habit needs to switch. So following, like really investigating, getting curious about the feelings. And also being very aware over here, research has found a link between upbeat mental state and improved health, including lower blood pressure, reduced risk for heart disease, healthier weight, better blood sugar levels, and longer life. So this mind body reality, right? The more calm that I feel, right? I don't know about you, but you've maybe heard of like fight or flight and rest and digest. This fight or flight world is like there's lions and tigers and bears outside of my house right now, and I need to be scared and I'm overwhelmed, right? The rest and digest is, oh, there's sweet little lambs outside. There's calm lambs. There's calm. Everything outside is calm. Everything's calm. Everything inside the house is calm, right? This is the rest and digest state. And if we think about our cells and what happens to our cells when we're in this fight or flight, right, in the overwhelmed state, we have to find strategies, right? Look for strategies. When that fight or flight hits, what can I do? Are there modalities that I can choose? Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's prayer. Maybe it's breathing in essential oils. Maybe it's getting outside. Maybe I'm just tired and really need a nap, right? So it's when this fight or flight hits, maybe it's I need to journal. Maybe it's I need to book a therapy appointment, right? So again, it's figuring out, paying attention to these feelings. I believe these feelings can really be guides and help us better understand ourselves and better understand others, right? Because we can show up more peacefully and more humbly and more empathetically to others, for others, as they're walking through their own emotional human journey, right? So anyway, and smells, so this connection with essential oils and feelings is that smells are handled by the olfactory bulb, the structure in the front of the brain that sends information to the other areas of the body's central command for further processing. So odors take a direct route to the limbic system, including the amygdala and the hippocampus, which are the regions related to emotion and memory. So perhaps you've noticed that smells take you places, right? You smell that fresh grass, fresh cut grass. That reminds me of like playground in middle school, So, right, it's remembering where these, like just the smell and emotions, this connection. So when we're breathing in essential oils or, out in nature and we're just walking in nature and we're processing through our feelings, this can be an incredible way to show up for the feelings. So maybe it's taking some deep breaths with an oil. Maybe it's taking deep breaths on a walk, and then really finding, kind of sorting through these feelings and paying attention to the feelings. I think our feelings can be guides. They don't have to be um, wrong or, like distracting or harmful. These really can be such a gift if we learn to show up for them. Mind body research, the impact that what we're thinking and feeling and how that impacts our body, that research continues to grow. And so we have to continue, each of us uniquely has to continue to find the special ways that we want to show up for our feelings, and we want to show up for our thoughts, and articulate those and express those and release the, like the stuff that stresses us out, right? Find ways to release that and express that, in healthy ways, right? So what are essential oils? Essential oils are the lifeblood of a plant, and when these plants are grown in the right conditions, harvested at the correct time, and distilled with the utmost care, they can aid in keeping our bodies healthy, well, and happy. And I would add our minds, our energy, our hearts, our feelings, right? It can help us on this journey as we're walking through life. Essential oils are composed of teeny molecules, and these molecules are so small that they can pass through our tissues and directly into our cells. Our systems are super effective and can transport these molecules all over our bodies within a matter of minutes. So again, deep breath in. Sometimes I just want to take some deep breaths because it feels like we're rushing everywhere, right? We're good. We can slow down and breathe. So why Young Living? For us, for my family, it's Young Living being in the business of sharing essential oils and natural products for 28 years. Young Living has 25 seed to seal farms around the world. They're an industry leader in testing. It's done in triplicate, over 20 different tests, in-house and third party, to make sure we're getting the best of the best essential oils. Young Living has 600 life-changing products. So again, what I love, maybe she doesn't love, maybe they don't love, right? You get to find what works for you, what oils you love, and what products support you. There's unique products for all of us. And there's members all in 100 countries around the world. We're also very passionate about Young Living because of the Young Living Foundation, which is also making a huge difference in the world. The seed to seal promise is the guarantee that from the time that a seed is planted, that whole process, all the way to when the bottle is sealed up and shipped to us, we know that we're getting the best of the best essential oils and the best of the best products. So I feel really great about the seed to seal promise, having been using Young Living oil since 2006, since like the fall of 2006. How to use essential oils? There's 3 ways topically. So let's say, as I'm breathing and I'm feeling my feelings, right? I'm thinking like, okay, how can I show up for myself using essential oils? Well, topically is one. So instead of, spraying colognes on me, perfumes on me, body sprays, right? I could literally just take an essential oil, which I do. This has been my cologne / deodorant for the last decade plus. I can just take a drop. Breathe it in, apply it under my arms, onto my chest. Again, each of our bodies is different. So as you dive into oils, if you are brand new, do be aware, like some people will start with carrier oils, like an organic coconut oil. Young Living also has little massage oils like that you can mix with the oil. Again, I say that because all of our skin is different. So just see how your body responds to different oils as you apply topically. So the other way is aromatically, just breathing them in. Again, back to the breath, right? Just breathing them in, putting them in a diffuser, making a little room spray. I love the Young Living Thieves sprays. I actually will make my own room sprays as well. and you can just spray that into different rooms. Um, so again, and then the last one is Young Living also has internal dietary oils, which are the Vitality line. So if you are curious about using essential oils in recipes or in teas that you might make, definitely look up the Vitality line and to learn more. So of all of the products, of the 600 products, the Feelings Kit is my absolute favorite. This is my go-to. This is the one I would recommend to anybody that's thinking about joining Young Living. This is just an incredible way to start. And also there's lots of other amazing starter bundles that you can consider. Okay, so this is not the only way to start. There are a lot of ways to start, but I love this Feelings Kit because being a human, being an energy being, being a soul on this earth is a journey, right? And yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of resilience. It takes a lot of bravery. So for me, the Feelings Kit, showing up for our feelings, is really important, and showing up and I think these oils remind us to breathe, connect us to the earth, and can be such an additional toolkit or tool for our toolbox, right? So again, lots of different modalities, lots of different ways to take care of ourselves. For me, utilizing these oils, doing a Feelings Kit meditation. I was doing it once a week there for a while. I'm planning to get started again on that and offering that on my Facebook page and my Instagram, because I just think it's been so beneficial to me. And it's also about shifting the mind and shifting the emotion. So again, I'm just going to do a little mini, I'll take 4 or 5 minutes with this, and we'll just roll through these 6 oils. So again, present time. So as we're breathing in present time, and again, if you had this kit, you could do this alongside me. If I do the full one, it's usually like 15, 20 minutes. So this will just be a little mini version, but present time. No matter where we're at on this earth, right here, right now is the only place we can be, the only place that we are, right? It's oftentimes we spend a lot of times visioning, thinking about the future, the tomorrows, the task lists, right? And we're out there somewhere, or we're back there in the past, right? Remembering, thinking about what happened, wishing things were different, right? Reflecting on positive memories, right? So this past and future is such a pull. And sometimes taking a few deep breaths each day to remember that right here, right now, I'm alive. The oxygen's going into my lungs. It's pumping into my blood. It's helping my organs. It's helping my body function. It's helping my mind. So just breathing in the present, breathing in the present, breathing in the here and now, paying attention in a new way, right? Noticing the difference in the clouds today compared to yesterday, the little differences. Noticing the buds starting to sprout on trees, perhaps where you live. Perhaps they're starting to fall off, depending upon where you live. Maybe the leaves are falling off right now. But it's just paying attention to the now, opening up to the now. And the next one is VALOR, or VALOR in Spanish. And VALOR means courage or bravery. So for me, VALOR, I like to breathe this one in, and I like to remind all of us just what incredible courage we have to be here right now, right? What you've walked through, what that person's walked through, what the person driving next to you has walked through, what I've walked through, right? We've all been through our fair share of challenging, difficult moments and times. And so it's taken a lot of courage and bravery to keep on going, to keep on rocking, to keep on living, to keep on loving. So just acknowledging that, being proud of ourselves for that courage that's already inside, that resilience. And then maybe there's an area of your life, of my life, right, of our lives that we want to see grow or want to see expand or improve, right? So maybe it's asking or, offering a prayer out. Maybe it's inviting that courage to grow more and more and more, right? So inviting that courage to grow and expand in ourselves, in our minds, in our bodies, in our daily reality today. And the next two oils are release and forgiveness, which are both these two oils can be a bit raw and intense, right? When we're breathing in release oil, I'm inviting myself, I'm inviting all of us, right? What are the belief systems, the programs, the thought patterns, right? The repetitive thought patterns. They say that we have, I think 60,000 thoughts a day, and 90% of them are repetitive. 90% of our thoughts are repetitive. So what thoughts am I having every day that's overwhelming me, that's not doing a good thing for my body, that's not supporting my wellness, right? And just identifying those, which can be an intense process, right? To get real with ourselves, to look in the mirror and be like, oh, why do I keep thinking that? Why do I keep thinking that over and over and over again? And I think it's going to change, like something's going to change. So it's just identifying the thought patterns, the programs, the beliefs that you currently are practicing or thinking. And then it's releasing. Maybe it's deciding, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this one. I'm done with thinking I got to be happy all the time, right? I am a human. I am a human with a lot of emotions. I need to show up for all the feelings, right? That's one that I've been breathing into here the last few years. That, I was kind of like addicted to gratitude and joy. And if I wasn't grateful and I wasn't joyful, something was wrong, right? So that would be like a program or a pattern that I kind of got into that was no longer serving me, that I wanted to release. So again, lots of different ways to release. Maybe it's through journaling. Maybe it's through a therapist. Maybe it's through long walks in the woods. Maybe it's through meditation while diffusing essential oils. Maybe it's through a yoga practice. Maybe it's through prayer. And oftentimes when we're talking about release, it oftentimes guides us into the conversation about forgiveness, right? Because a lot of our patterns, a lot of our programs, our beliefs sometimes stem from a place of resentment or something from back then, back in the past, right? And so, having a conversation about forgiveness, having a conversation about forgiveness. Where am I holding on to resentment? Where am I not showing up with gentleness toward myself, right? What are the zones where I need a little bit of forgiveness, a little bit of compassion, a little bit of calm? So again, releasing and forgiving that which is no longer bringing us life and bringing us love. And then the final two oils are harmony and inner child. And harmony, I like us to just, when I'm breathing this one in, sorry, I skipped kind of the forgiveness thing. I'll hold that slide up for a second for you. If you want to take a screenshot or just look at it. So harmony for me, right after the release and forgiveness, it's like, feels so good to breathe this one in. And it's like, okay, I want to bathe myself. I want to bathe us. I want us all to bathe in harmony and calm, right? What if we just filled ourselves with harmony, harmonious energy, calming energy? Breathing that into our cells, breathing that into our muscles, breathing that into tension areas in our body, breathing that into relationships, right? Maybe we need harmony in our business relationships, coworkers, maybe with partners, friends. And then the final oil is inner child, okay? And inner child is for me, it's such an uplifting scent. Again, people can do 4-hour workshops about inner child work. You could go to therapy and process and talk through your inner child work for decades, right? For me, keeping it simple today, it's just asking the question, hey, what does my inner child desire more of? What is little Aaron, right? Little Aaron inside of me. What does little Aaron want to experience more? What is it, little Aaron? Does Aaron need to cry today? Because Aaron's missing his mom. Maybe, does Aaron need to cry today? No. Does Aaron need to talk to a friend today? Does Aaron need to dance today to like get back into his body, turn on music that he absolutely loves and just be free? Maybe that's a path forward. So just showing up for our inner child, asking our inner child. Maybe my inner child wants me to journal. Maybe your inner child wants you to order a coloring book. Um, Lots of different options there. But this feelings kit for me, right? Hopefully you can see why I love this kit. And if not, all good. Big love to you. But this kit for me, breathing that in as I learn about the power of the breath, and also then showing up for feelings and how important, how much our feelings and our mental, our thoughts, how much that's impacting our overall wellness. Yeah, I just feel like showing up for these 6 oils and just kind of sitting with them can be so helpful. So again, if you're curious, I'm Aaron Lahman. I'll put my Instagram information in the comments below, and I'll put my Facebook in the comments below on Facebook, and then also on YouTube. You'll find it in the description. So if you want to hop on for like a 15 to 20 minute feelings kit meditation, I'm usually doing those weekly. But if you miss me one week, you can go back and find an old video. Yeah. Anyway, so thanks for being here. Whether you've already been on the Young Living journey for a while, or if you're brand new, or if you've never begun the journey and this is like your first introduction, welcome. And thanks for being here. And one thing that how I kind of look at the Young Living world is like, all right, where, what are products I'm getting from Target, from Walgreens, from the health food store? Does Young Living have an alternative that's as good or likely better than what I could get elsewhere? And so for me, it's about, I get my dish soap, I get our laundry soap, we get our bath, bath, like our, they're just like bar soaps, right? I get bar soaps, we get household cleaners, we get supplements from Young Living, lots of different options. This transfer buying idea is, what if I were to get a wellness box every month, right? So this loyalty rewards is what Young Living calls it. So I'm on loyalty rewards and now have been for probably 12 or 13 years. So every month, Sarah and I update our order, and oils shipped to our house, or Thieves products shipped to our house, or a new feelings kit ships to our house, or CBD ships to our house, right? So Young Living has all of these different products, and I choose to order a little bit each month, sometimes a lot each month. It depends on the month. And as I'm on this loyalty rewards, I accrue points that I can then use for free products. So it's a beautiful way to, if you're like, you know what, I want to add some new tool to my wellness journey, and Young Living is perhaps that tool, is one of those tools, then you might choose to check in with the person who invited you to watch this, and say, hey, I do want to sign up for that loyalty rewards. And I'm ready to start with, whatever path you want to start with. Maybe it's household cleaning stuff. Maybe it's, bathroom, stuff in the bathroom. Maybe it's, you have a specific health shift that you're looking to make. So you're going to order specific supplements for that. Maybe it's a feelings kit. So I would highly recommend sign up for loyalty rewards. It's optional. You don't have to, but it is a great way. You get a lot of bonus points and a lot of free products over the years. So again, Living Well Now is I'm a part of the Living Well Now leadership team. And for me, the reason I love this community is we really are about educating and learning together, right? How can we grow in body, mind, spirit wellness? And then how can we create a space? We have a couple different private Facebook groups for our Living Well Now team members. How can we create a space where we can all learn and grow together in wellness? Knowing that we're all unique and have unique needs and have unique preferences. And so we're all going to kind of find our own path ultimately, but how can we be in community while doing so? Some people choose to grow businesses and become brand partners. So that is an option for those of you who watch this and you're like, you know what, I'd love to teach classes like this, or I'd love to, teach a class on supplements. I love the Young Living supplements. Like I've been using them now for 7 years. I could totally teach a supplement class. Maybe you want to build a business. Maybe you want to educate other people about what Young Living offers. Again, it's an option. Most people are customers. Some of us choose to be brand partners and grow businesses. So again, if that's an interest, definitely talk to your friend who invited you to watch this call. And if you have not gotten started, check in with the person who invited you to watch this YouTube or who invited you to watch this Living Well Now page video, and have them help you get started. Peruse the product guide, get on youngliving.com, explore the different product options. And I would recommend starting with a starter bundle. It's a great way. The Feelings Kit, unfortunately, is not a starter bundle yet. I'm still hoping and praying that that'll happen eventually. But there are like 8 or 10 different starter bundles that you can begin your Young Living journey with. And it's just a great discount and a great way to begin your journey. As long as you order 100 PV of product or you sign up for loyalty rewards on your first order, you're going to get 24% off of the retail cost. So I highly recommend doing that. Sign up for loyalty rewards, order 1 or 2 products or a lot of products, or, so either do that by ordering 100 PV or loyalty rewards, however many products, or you can order 100 PV in product and add whatever it is you want to your cart. And be sure to add your friend's referral ID in the checkout process. Make sure their referral ID number is in there, so then you join their team and you join this Living Well Now team potentially. And if you do want to become a brand partner, then you're going to want to grab a business essentials kit as well. So next week, I'll be teaching an Essential Oils 101 class at 5 p.m. Arizona time, 4 p.m. over here in California, and 7 p.m. on the East Coast. So would love to see you there. And thanks for being a part of this community. Thanks for learning and growing with me. Those of you who watch this on YouTube, thanks for joining. If you have any questions, reach out to me privately. I'll do my absolute best to follow up and be in contact back. Yeah, I also have those of you curious to continue to add to your toolbox, I do have a podcast called Our Healing Voices. There's also a YouTube channel called Our Healing Voices. This would be a great way, just another place to grow in wellness, to grow in, healing modalities and learn from other people. And so, yeah, consider checking out Our Healing Voices on YouTube or Our Healing Voices on podcast. Would love to have you stop by there as well. Anyway, thanks for being here today. Thanks for learning alongside of me. Thanks for choosing wellness and choosing little transformations. I think my big focus and my big reminder to close is, may we all get curious about what little shifts or changes we want to make. Knowing that we're amazing right now, and we're lovely right now, and we're worthy right now, and we're infinitely loved right now. And then also getting curious about, what are little ways in which it's like, I want to make that tweak, or I want to add that tool, and just saying yes to wellness more and more in our days and years ahead. All right. Thanks for being here. Big love to you on your journey. Blessings.